Okay, now, last part we're going to talk about will be volume of pyramids and cones. Okay, it's actually really similar to prisms and cylinders. Okay, except instead of just area of the base times the height, we're going to take a third of the area of the base times the height. Okay, and that height still has to be perpendicular. Okay, so what this means is that a prism and a pyramid that have the exact same base and are the exact same height, 3 of the pyramids will fit into 1 of the prisms. Okay, same thing with cylinders and cones. If a cylinder and a cone have the exact same base and are the exact same height, 3 of the cones fit into 1 of the cylinders. Okay, so here we go. Jumping into examples. Here, example number 1, I've got a rectangular pyramid. Okay, to find the area of a rectangle, we just take the base and the height, the product of the base and the height of the rectangle. So we're going to take 9.5 times 8. So the area of our base here is 7 centimeters. Okay, the height is going to be, again, perpendicular from the vertex base. Okay, whoa. Or height in this instance is volume. We will find 1/3 of the area of the base to height. So if you want to, you can still multiply the area of the base times the height first. And then dividing by 3 or multiplying by 1/3 is gonna get you the same result. Okay. And so our volume here of this pyramid is 228 cubic centimeters. Okay. Example number 2, we've got a cone. Okay. That base is a circle. So we're going to maybe find a square. 3.2 squared. So the area of our base is 10.24 pi square meters. Okay, this is kind of a little bit oblique. Okay, that vertex isn't right above the center. Okay, but that still doesn't change the fact that our height has to be perpendicular to our base. So our height is 5.8. And to find our volume, we're going to take 1/3 times times our, and I'm going to go ahead and write this as the approximate answer since we have so many decimals in here. So 10.24 pi times 5.8 divided by 3 gets you approximately 62.2 cubic meters of volume. Okay. With cones and cylinders, if the decimals start to get way out of hand, the approximate answers are okay. Don't Don't bog yourself down with too much rounding or too much approximating. As long as it's relatively close to what we've got, then we should be okay. All right. Example 3, we have a hexagonal pyramid. Okay. And the nice thing about this pyramid is it gives us the area of the base. So we don't have to do our 1/2 ASN. Okay, the height from vertex perpendicular to our base is 5. And so the volume, we're going to take 1/3 times the area of that base that was given to us times the height. To get 36 2/3 or 0.6 repeating cubic centimeters. Okay. Example number 4 here, we don't have a radius, but we do have an angle and we do have one side, and this is a right triangle. And so to find that radius, we're actually going to do some trig. Okay. This angle opposite 58 is our height. Adjacent to the 58 is our radius. So opposite and adjacent are going to be tangent. Tangent of 58 is opposite over adjacent. So the radius times that tangent of 58 is 11. And we'll divide both sides by the tangent of 58. So our radius is about 6.87. Okay. So the area of our base, still pi r squared. And 6.87 squared is 47,1969 pi. Okay. From the vertex perpendicular to the base is our height. And we're going to go ahead and for our volume, 1/3 times the area of our base we're going to go ahead and do an approximate answer for this one. Okay. It's about 543.67 cubic inches. Okay. Last 2 examples here. Number 5, we have a pentagonal pyramid. And all sides and all angles of that base are congruent, so we can go ahead and do 1/2 times the apothem times the side length times the number of sides. .2 is our apothem. Each side is 9 yards long, and there are 5 sides. So the area of our base is 139.5. Okay, our height, pretty straightforward in this one. Vertex perpendicular to the base is 7. And to find that volume, 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. 325.5 yards cubed. Okay, last cone, last example here. Our radius is 8. So pi times our radius squared gives us 64 pi. Okay. Our height is 15. And to find that volume, we take 1/3 times the area of the base times the height to get an exact answer for this one of 320 pi centimeters cubed. And if we want the approximate answer, it's about 1005.31.